All right. We are finally here, baby. Thank you, God. Okay, now I'm gonna go on my page real quick and try to get some people together. You know what I'm saying? Making sure people watch my stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, that's right. I know what I gotta do. So I gotta go on my actual page. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do that. There we are. Okay, share. Copy link. It's about time. Thank you, God, on that one. Okay, now I just gotta actually go on my page, on my little, you know, group page, of course. Let them know. All right. All right. So I gotta let everybody know. You know what I'm saying? There we go. All right. Let me actually put on my page. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta let some people know. Sometimes you got to. Um, okay. What we're gonna do now is go ahead and turn on these glasses. No. There we go. Oh, okay. Neil, what's going down, everybody? This is the phenomenal one, DJ Baby Boy. I know I said I was gonna do this at 10:30 my time, but for some strange reason, I was literally trying to get all this figured out as far as how to do it and all this other crap. So now I know it's like 11 o'clock. Finally got everything situated, got everything taken care of. Um, if you guys are going to be watching, great. Hopefully there's some people that's going to be stopping in. If not, I understand. But I want to take this opportunity to say thank you if you are watching. Thank you for joining me in my second stream of this year. Normally I don't do a lot, but I'm definitely trying to do something different, especially when it comes to this whole thing here on YouTube. So there you guys go. So first and foremost, I want to say that today's stream is obviously for the people for the people who actually seen my actual Facebook posts. If you actually seen it, then obviously you should already know what this stream is about. If you haven't seen it, then I will obviously explain to you what exactly is going on as far as why I am doing this stream. But what I'm gonna do is just for a quick second, okay? I'm just gonna inbox a few people this stream, so people can get it, so I can give it to people, so people can actually join in the stream, and I'm not feel like, oh, I can't watch it. Yes, you can. So trust me, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm actually pretty pumped about doing this one. So just once again, just give me a few minutes, people, and then we're gonna have fun. We're gonna get everything started, okay? I just hope that people can tune in. I'm hoping people can tune in. Gotta cross my fingers on that one. All right. Yeah. Um, Now, for some of you guys who did not get a chance to see any of my recent Facebook posts, obviously, today me and my partner in crime, you guys may know her as Dark Angel, we were chilling, watching Maury. And, every day, 3 p.m., if you're living on the East Coast, every day, 3 p.m., Maury comes on. And everybody that knows the show, you're not the father, you are the father, bullshit, whatever. Today, this was an episode that I've been waiting, and I mean waiting, to see. And this episode right here was an episode that actually featured my actual cousin. Okay, my actual shoot cousin. Okay, I'm not talking about fake or people that I call my cousins. No, this person was my actual cousin. So what happened was, we posted her pictures. I even posted I also posted a couple of videos of what we saw. Now, unfortunately, my cousin did not, take a liking to these, to the comments that was given, to the post that, that we posted. And she got pretty offended. So she got pretty offended. And what had happened was, it led to some nasty words being said, nasty name calling, whatever you want to call it. It obviously spewed into that. It really did spew into that one. So this is why this stream is important to do, especially if you're a female. This stream is very important for you to watch as a female. All right. Now, this stream right here is called Women's Values. And what this stream is mostly going to be about is going to be about women and how you should react, how you should act, and how society views women today. Okay? First and foremost, a lot of people say that women today are obviously the most delicate creatures of this planet. I mean, is it a debatable topic? Sure. But a lot of women today can also be the most hypocritical creatures in this planet as well. Sadly, there's women out here today. There's women out here today who puts on this facade, okay? Who puts on this facade, who puts on this idea of thinking that it's okay to try to be something that you're not. I want to give a big shout out to my partner in crime, Dark Angel, for actually coming in. Hopefully she can spread the word, get more people in here. Some women can be very hypocritical in their own way. What I mean is this. Women have this idea, some women, let me just put that out there. Some women have this idea that it's okay for them to put themselves out there and put themselves in a position to where, in a position to where, they can do what they want without no judgment. Now, obviously, we all can't judge each other. But under the same breath, people have the right to their own opinion. So now the biggest question is, what value does a woman have? Okay, what value does a woman have if they put themselves out there in a negative light, as opposed to a positive light? First, let's get to negative. For people that, let's just use this Maury TV show, for example. For people that watch Maury, especially for the people that watch Maury and they see the people that's been there more than a few times. And when I say more than a few, I'm talking about like more than 3, more than 4, close to damn near 10 times. The biggest question is, how do you perceive that person? Now, some people can feel one or two ways about a female that's in that position. Let's take my cousin, for example. You see, my cousin, Vistiqua, okay? My cousin Vistiqua, you guys see on Maury, is a total different person than what me and my partner, Dark Angel, we see a lot on a daily basis. You see, sometimes when you're watching women on TV, or some women on TV, they tend to put on a show. They tend to, once again, put on a facade to make themselves look like the ultimate victim. See, although Maury is a very popular show, it tends to make the women on that show to be the victims and the guys the enemies. Now, sure, there are some cases where Maury has the roles reversed, and the women end up and the women become enemies and the men become victims. But most of the time on the Maury show, women are the victims and the men are the enemies. That's just how it is. So now this is what happens when you're watching Maury or any TV show like that. You only get the idea and the fantasy idea of what the women on that show want you to think of them. So women like Mystique, they go on these shows 5 or 6 times in a few months or in a month's time, and they make you feel, and they want you to feel so bad for them. They want you to feel like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that this person is really going through some serious stuff. Excuse me. So you feel bad. So what happens is they play your heartstrings a little bit. So when they play your heartstrings a little bit, next thing you know, they start doing things to you to make you feel like now you have to be on their side. Now, once again, that's if you don't know that person. But if you know that person, then what do you say to that person after you've seen them make a fool out of themselves on national TV? Do you be a real person and tell them how wrong they are? Or do you try to be fake and say, oh, you did the right thing? So let's get to my cousin. Mystique has been on Maury more than a few times. And again, what I'm telling you guys is 100% real, is 100% true. This is nothing that I made up. This is real. My cousin been on Maury more than a few times. Today was the first time actually seeing her on actual TV. Okay? Once we posted everything, we, as in me and my partner in crime, Dark Angel, we ended up saying that, you know what? We have to tell people that this is not a good example of what a person should be doing. Now, let me just tell you something about her. This girl has a total of 5 or 6 kids from different daddies, okay? Different daddies. Not a game, not a joke. It's a shoot. It's real life. So once again, the biggest question is, what value does a woman have in a negative light? Well, none. Allow me to explain. When you're a woman and you have kids, and you have a different guy every year, what happens is your value of of yourself goes down, and the people around you do not respect you. Now, sadly, if your value is low as a woman, then what's going to happen is everybody around you, mostly the men, is only going to look at you and view you as a valueless person. Okay? As a woman, you want to make sure that you show a lot of value. Now, the question is, how do you do that? Well, obviously, there's a lot of ways you can do that. For starters, first and foremost, be humble. Sadly, there's not a lot of women out there that knows how to be humble, which is really tragic. Really sad, really tragic, whatever you want to call it. It's a shame. First and foremost, be humble. Second of all, you have to know your own worth. Now, the question is, how do you do that? Well, that's easy. As a woman and trying to know your own worth, there's a lot of ways you can do that. One, get yourself, when you're out in public, dress as if you belong in the public. Don't dress as if you belong on a pole or on a street corner or in the club. If you're a beautiful woman that has a beautiful body, let's just say, a beautiful body, there's ways to be sexy without being slutty. Okay? Now, what is my definition of sexy versus slutty? Okay. Dressing slutty would be like the mini dresses with the thongs, cleavage, cleavage hanging out, and just straight up hooker style. That's slutty. Now you see, dressing sexy in a classy way is nice jeans, shoes or heels, a nice top, that gives you some cleavage, but not too much, but not too little either. Maybe like a nice little jacket or something, or an actual full outfit. Now, here is another thing that you got to understand when it comes to all of this here. Okay, when you're a woman, there's a difference between 2 words. There's a difference between sexy and being beautiful. Okay? Now let me explain. You're walking down the street and a guy says, "Oh girl, you mad sexy." Or if you're in the club or something and the guy says, "Oh, you're mad sexy." You don't want to say you don't want to give that person the time of day. Because let me tell you the difference between sexy and being beautiful. Okay? When you're sexy, to the men, when a man tells you, "Oh, you're sexy," they want something to do with you physically. They only see a physical mindset when it comes to you. They only have a physical idea of you. So they don't like you for your inner beauty. They like you because of what you look like in a mini dress, or what you look like in jeans, or or what you look like in heels, or whatever the case may be. When a person tells you, oh, you're not sexy, they don't want nothing but one thing, and that's obviously to have sex with you, or have some kind, or you guys have some sort of physical attraction. Now, when a person says you're beautiful, then that's skin deep. Then that means that person knows you mentally. They know you spiritually. They know you emotionally. Now, you see, those are the difference, and that's how women's value obviously weighs out. Now, you see, earlier we talked about how much value does a woman have in a negative light. Well, now, let's talk about how much value a woman has in a positive light. If a woman walks around on this earth with a good head on her shoulders, who's very ambitious, who actually has career goals for herself, then her value is going to go through the roof. Why? Because she has something that a lot of these women today don't cherish or don't even have, and that's class. Okay? Now, in a positive light, if you show that you have class, then you will be desirable. Now, there's two kinds of desirables. There's your physical desirable, and there's your actual desirable. Okay? Let me explain to both. When you desire somebody physically, you once again are only looking at what they have on the outside, rather it be material stuff, or rather just be by looks alone. So you would desire that person because of what they do, what they have, or what they look like. But if you truly desire somebody, then you would know so much stuff about them. It'll be like you know more of them than they know of themselves. And that's the idea of having values as a woman. Now, you see, what kills me in this society, in the United States, of this whole American continent, is that some women claim they have so much values, but they do so much negative stuff but that little do they know that they're demoralizing their own value. For example, some women sit up there and say, oh, I'm not a whore, I'm not a slut. But yet, you're sleeping with how many dudes in the world? You have how many kids by different fathers? Or you will leave one guy who's actually supposed to be for you for another guy who has the Lambo and the jewelry and got the braids and the muscles and tall, got tattoos. See, you gotta be careful when you're doing that too. Gotta be careful when you're doing that. As a woman, and I don't know how much more I can really go on off this, but as a woman from a man like me appreciates a woman with class. Now, do not get me wrong at the same time. It's okay for a woman to be sexy once in a while. It is okay for a woman in the comfort of their own home to be sexy because they're at home. But if you're in public, there's rules to the shit. You see, like I said, you can be sexy in a classy way, but you can't be sexy in a slutty way. You just can't do it. You can't walk down the street in a mini dress with your thong hanging out your butt and thinking that's cute. Yes, sure, to your little girlfriends or to the guys, yes, sure. But if you're in public where there's kids around, where there's families and whatever, they don't want to see that. Now, but if you're going to really cherish your body, then dress conservatively. Now, I just said something interesting. I said, cherish your body. Now, women, let me talk to y'all for a second as a man. I'm a different kind of dude. I don't like easy women, okay? If you come at me saying that you're the type of person that will give it up to anybody, then you're just telling everybody that your value is so low that you will do anything just to just to get accepted by guys. And that's not good. And that's not good at all. Because let me tell you something, ladies. If you want to be accepted by a man in this world, take these advice. 1, have class. 2, have confidence, not cockiness. 3, dress conservative. 4, be responsible. And 5, love yourself. Straight up. If you want a man in this world, in this day and age, like if all you women out there that claim or that complain that y'all don't get good guys, if y'all that's what y'all want to do, y'all better do those 5 things I just said. Because that's exactly how you get an actual decent man. Because if you go around being a whore, you're not going to have a relationship. You're going to be stuck with a bunch of kids from a bunch of guys who don't give a damn about you. Because let me tell you something, ladies. For you ladies that think it's cool to go out there and still sleep with all these guys and think that it's cool to sit here and continue to do that, you guys are going to catch hell. Now, some of y'all are going to probably watch this video, if you actually watch it, and actually say, oh, well, he don't know what he's talking about. I get all kinds of dudes. I don't need to sit there. See, that's the problem. The problem is, yeah, you get these dudes, but these dudes don't respect you. You see, a lot of these guys will say the right things and do the right things because they know that you would give it up in a drop of a dime. So what they do? So they take you to dinners. They buy you things. They do what they're supposed to do. So you, at the end of the day, can drop your panties and go to town. And that's real. And that's real. But if you want yourself a respectable guy that's going to treat you like a queen that all women are supposed to be treated, then once you do those 5 things, you will be okay. Then you, my friends, will be okay. You see, every woman around this world has some sort of value to them. You got to be able to understand and to decipher what's valuable about you versus what's not valuable about you. So how I look at it is this, and as I end this stream tonight, I end this stream with just with words of encouragement. Mostly words of encouragement. Women, you are more. And I know I'm taking this from Tyler Perry here, but you're more than your hips and your thighs and your breasts. You see, you're smart, you're intelligent, you're creative, you're ambitious. You have to take that under consideration. Now, for all the negative women in this world, like my cousin Mystique, keep doing what you're doing. Because at the end of the day, it only shows you and you alone that you don't care about your values not only as yourself, but as a woman. If you want to look for love, then look for love, but do it the right way. Don't do it through your legs. Don't do it like that. And that's what's wrong with a lot of women today, is that they think that if they have sex with the guy, then all of a sudden it's love. But it's not. It's not love. It's lust. So for some of you women out there that is single and that's actually looking for a guy, look for a guy for the right reasons. Look for guys that you need, not for guys that you want. Because let me tell you why. If you look for a guy that you want, then you're not going to have nothing in common with him. That means you just have that person for a title. But if you have a person or find a person that you need, then that person will do anything and everything for you to make sure that you're safe, to make sure you're getting treated with the utmost respect and dignity, and mainly, if you find a person that you need, they will help you keep your value. That's my advice about women's values. That's how I feel about women's values. As of late, I've been feeling like a lot of women have been losing their value because they feel that if they twerk or do something on Instagram or Vine or Snapchat, they think that their value is going to go up. But deep down, it's only demoralizing your value. What makes a woman's value go up is her ambition, her will to succeed, her drive to succeed, her class. That's what brings a woman's value sky high. But what demoralizes a woman's value is the way she acts, the way she dresses. If she dresses slutty, the way she would carry herself in a negative light. Now that will demoralize a woman's value. So women, like I said, take it from me as a man. You want yourself a decent man, you want yourself true love that you see all these other people having. If that's what you want, you gotta reevaluate yourself and yourself alone. You can't have anybody do it for you. You have to do it. Figure out what the problem is and then figure out a solution to that problem. And then once you do that, I guarantee you that your value will be up. But if you don't want to change yourself, and if you think that you're all that in a bag of chips, that you know what, God bless you, but don't try to look for nobody because they're not going to love you. They're not going to accept you. They're only going to use you, and they're only going to demean you, and they're only going to walk all over you because you let them walk all over you. Yet they say that a woman is the strongest creatures in this planet, but the sad part is, as of late, during the past decade or two, you guys have been proving that you guys are not the brightest. Because you guys think that showing a little skin and opening your legs a little bit, and you guys think that it's going to keep a guy. But it's not. Especially not a decent guy. Like I said, if you want a decent man, be classy. If you want a guy that's going to treat you like a hoe, then keep acting like a hoe. Plain and simple. If you want to keep bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining and bitching and complaining about how there's no good men in this world, like I said, you need to look at yourself. And if you really think that it's us that got the problem, then you need some help, seriously. That is my take on women's values. I feel that a lot of women need to be more classy, need to be more, definitely need to show more value in themselves. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you for those who did watch live. If you're watching this on demand on my channel, that's cool too. I thank you for watching. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Also, please subscribe to my professional wrestling channel, The Shotgun Antonio Jackson. And also on Thursday, actually. On Thursday, I will be doing a live, reaction video to some videos that I would like to have some of you guys send me, so there I can react to them live, so you guys can see my face. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And speaking of Thursday, I also will be doing another episode of Game Radio. It's going to be great on my podcast channel, Spreaker.com, the DJ BabyBoy Network on Spreaker. You guys can go on the website, or you guys can download the app on your mobile phone. So there you go. But until then, you guys be safe, be blessed, and most importantly, stay phenomenal. I am the phenomenal one, DJ BabyBoy, signing out. Until next time, people.